I would like to share some information for taxpayers who still owe money when they file their taxes. There's one possible explanation for this. They pay less taxes during the year than they owe for their income level. They can easily prevent this from happening next year once they get to the root of the problem and not avoid the issue. If you're an employee, the IRS requires your employer to withhold a portion of your salary to pay your federal taxes. The amount withheld depends on a number of factors, but you do have some control over how much is taken out of your paycheck. That's why it's very important to keep up with the W-4. Ask yourself, do you wish you could keep more of your money? If the government is holding less of your dollars, you are holding more of your dollars, which increases your cash flow. Income shifting is that concept that very few people know about, but the one that can literally transform your financial status. This powerful financial strategy helps you keep more of your income you already earn. And the good news about the W-4 form is that you can fill out a new form anytime you like, and if necessary, you can increase your withholding to avoid a bill at the end of the year. First and foremost, we must understand the difference between an allowance and an exemption. Exemptions are claimed on your 1040 form, and you are allowed one exemption for yourself, one for your spouse, and one for each qualifying dependent. A withholding allowance are claimed on your W-4 form. Each allowance you claim reduces the amount of your income that is withheld for taxes. The greater the allowance, the smaller the amount of tax will be withheld. Choosing not to claim the appropriate number of allowances on your W-4 will only increase the number of income tax withheld from your paychecks. It will not have any effect on the ability to claim the appropriate number of exemptions on the 1040. Each allowance claim frees $4,050 of annual wages from withholding. If you are entitled, you can include deductions to itemize if it's larger than the standard deduction. You would then figure the maximum allowances you are entitled to claim, so the amount of tax taken out of your wages will match as closely as possible the total tax you will owe at the end of the year. The ideal situation is to break even, no tax owed and no tax refund. Self-employed taxpayers are not subject to withholding, but can face similar issues when they fail to make estimated tax payments. So overall, if you owe, that's because they didn't take the proper amount out. You don't want to owe the IRS or want the IRS to owe you. Let's pay less in taxes so we can increase our money to invest legally.